and not 3. All of a sudden I'm remembering this part. So, upgrade, 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 upgrade. And then Control shift left click again to make sure it's all set. Okay, so you guys are also on a time traffic light, right? Pretty sure they are. Yep. Remove that one. Tell them to go through and you give way. So they get across. And then here, I think is also on a time traffic light. Yep. Remove that one. You give way. You guys keep going through. Get rid of all that crap.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Keep going. You give way. Another time traffic light. Remove that one. Okay, for the moment, there's going to be that. Let's see if we've got anything moving down here now. Yes, we do. That's finally going to start moving. There's nothing in here right now.
No, she's got a bunch of extra downloads, contents, plugins, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Like 3-lane roads. I've got to use highways instead of 3-lane roads.
I have network extensions, which gives me the 3-lane roads. Yeah. You came from where in the absolute fuck is... Why?
Looks like that's
why?
What are you complaining about now?
Same thing here. When you get there, get to your lane and stay in it. Otherwise, they've got lanes that they can swap shit around. Man. Two there.
Oh, you're just turning all that into an off-ramp.
And one here. That should fix that, other than this end here, where they have the option to go left and or right. And then that should mean that instead of 3, this is also 2.
Doesn't turning it into an off-ramp severely reduce the speed?
It's not that... Not really.
No?
Those are 50 and 65.
Oh, okay.
So it's really not that big of a deal. This way it keeps it free-flowing, and I think there's at least 2 nodes here for them to swap, which is kind of the plan. I want to have them at least 2 nodes to swap. Well, this is all still moving, which is kind of the whole goal here. Except these idiots. Wish they wouldn't decide to the last... Oh! It's this. Isn't it? Okay. Now you guys should get smart, right? Slightly more smart. Alright, let's see what's going on here. Still 2-lane. Okay. Second verse, same as the first. You are not allowed to go in. You are not allowed to go into Block Junction. You same thing. You same thing. Okay.
Whatever you have to tell yourself, Wolf. Let's go like that. And then I can upgrade that to... Oops.
I mean, if you want to play it vanilla, you can still do this. Most of it, anyway. There's a lot of it that's still completely possible to do in vanilla. See this? There's 2 lanes, there's 2 lanes. You just, you know. The game thinks in the same logic as any other computer. You just have to be smart about how you're doing it. Okay. So this is still somewhat moving. This is starting to back up, but that's because I've got everything else loose down there, so... Also, why all of a sudden I'm seeing a death wave? Do you not have... Do you have stuff full or something? Let's see what's going on here. Oh.
It probably has to do with the traffic getting played with for a bit.
Not enough workers.
You know, I've just been learning so much Factorio, where, you know, traffic jams on the belts are desirable. It's very hard to get out of that mentality. Oh my lord. You know what I think? I think my fault. Wolf's been teaching me bad things, man.
I don't think this is Wolf's fault. You're not allowed to blame this on him. He's an innocent bystander.
He's been teaching me Factorio. That's all I know now.
He's an innocent bystander along. No,
you want the goods packed together as tightly as possible.
I'm going to end you both. Oh my god, why? Okay. So here's the deal. If you're going to choose 6-lane roads, then you
I'll let the flamethrower.
Then you need to use 3-lane roads. If you're going to use 6-lane roads like this, then you have to use 4-lane or 2-lane one ways. Then you have to use the 4-lane road. It's just like there's no getting around it. The other thing was I was getting ready to build this other. Whatever. I'll fiddle with it in a minute. So you go here.
It's a whole lot of road you destroyed.
No, I just swapped it to a different road.
Oh, okay.
I just swapped it. So this one gets that one. Okay. You give way. You give way. You give way. Okay. Then... it was this. Is there a road that is close together that could theoretically officially become the main thoroughfare? This is a good question. This one stops there. Well, sorry friends, but you've come to the wrong party. Also, how did this get so, like, wonky?
Wonky is as wonky does. Oh, there's that deformation thing. Alright, we're gonna redo this.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now it's all angular. Nice. Let's just not do that. Let's just fix it.
Isn't it pronounced angular?
It's angular.
No, it's not nuclear, it's nuclear. So wouldn't it be angular?
I'm going to end you.
I'm helping.
Is that the excuse you're telling yourself?
Oh, no.
And him.
Now, this is going to get really wonky.
It's angular.
But we're going to try it and see what happens here. You get one. There. So this way, you guys can get through. But that's the only way. Alright.
I got an idea. I know you'll love this.
It's this crap again.
So we're gonna...
There. Go! You bastards.
Bulldoze that.
Alright. So you Shouldn't automatically by default. You shouldn't automatically by default. You shouldn't automatically by default. You also shouldn't automatically by default. Okay. You... We'll make it work. And then... You should... You should not... You should not. You should not. You should not. You should not. I may have to go through that again, but those will stay, at least. Well, let's see how much is moving now. It's better. It's better.
Okay, if I do this right, I can make a traffic figure 8.
Did I hear you? What? What?
What? I'm gonna make 2 traffic circles that connect, and they can just flow back and forth between them.
How about an oblong-about? Longer than it is round?
You made fun of my egg-about before, so I didn't want to do that again.
Oh my god.
I didn't want to do the egg-about again. I got shit on for that.
I never said anything about the egg. I'm not talking about an egg. Oh my god.
You talked so much smack about my egg-about.
I said that you could have braced your roundabout to not turn it into an egg-about, aka see previous instance right here.
You gave me so much shit over my egg-about.
I'm telling you that you can build one that's 2 straight lines and then top and bottom of a circle, and it's an oblong-about, and it would be just as good.
Alright, then I won't do a figure 8.
Figure 8 about?
What? What's wrong with that?
That's about the... Man, I thought I'd heard it all. Nope. Nope.
Hey man,
every day.
There's a fucking traffic circle in Europe where they've got one big one and they've got like 5 little ones that are connected to it.
There's actually an asset. They have an asset that actually is that specific one.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. So
Look at the amount of fucking ants running around right here. What the hell?
What's wrong with doing a figure 8? They can do a figure percentage.
My god. Oh my god. Alright, in the meantime...
There, how's that? Is that circular enough for you?
That's fine. I will accept that.
Yeah, the inside one goes like clockwise, and the other 5 go counterclockwise. It's insane.
Yes.
It's so funny. It's so funny to try and figure out what's going on there.
Yes, there's actually an asset that is that interchange. So...
Now, do you need to brace an oblong-about?
I would say if you're snapping to nodes, no. If you're not snapping to nodes, yes.
Yeah, I've got node snapping turned off because it's annoying.
I'm saying if you're snapping to... Oh, you've got it turned off? Why? Most of the time, node snapping's your best friend. It's the only way that you'll keep it from going haywire.
Because node snapping's a pain in the ass.
I mean, you can turn it back off. Sometimes it is actually useful, though.
Well, I'll turn it on.
This is one of those instances. Alright. So, let's put the traffic monitor back up.
After all the shit you I got about that egg-about.
Oh my god!
Oblong-about.
Oh my god! Seriously?
Super cereal.
Well, it is making some modest amounts of progress, which is good. I think a lot of the issue is that the traffic is so backed. You know what?
There's so much poop to move.
We're just not going to do that. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to do that. It's just not going to do it.
Yeah, snapping is not helping at all.
It is if you turn the node snapping off after you brace the roundabout.
Now, I got the first part, snapping worked fine. The second part, it was just turning stupid, so I turned it off again.
That's fine.
That's my experience with snapping, is it very rarely is as helpful as it's supposed to be.
I mean, depends on how you look at it. Alright, so...
With a dim view, usually.
What are we waiting on here? Is it because there's just too much traffic? Are you guys trying to turn left? Some of you dipshits trying to turn left, and that's what the problem is? It looks like it. Alright.
Okay, this can be turned back into where it was.
Okay. There we go. So let's let that run for a little bit, see if that does it. Should, though. Also, something to be mindful of.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't stick all of your trash processing in one spot, because all those trucks are going to pile on top of each other, and it's like a really shitty orgasm.
Orgy. The word you're looking for is orgy.
No, orgasm. Because eventually it's all going to suck dick afterward.
Instructions unclear. Got dick stuck in tree.
Pretty much.
Put that in there. And this is up.
Get you guys loose. The next thing is...
Put this.
Yeah, that's way gonna be easier to get it all that moving now. What in the fuck these idiots are doing? Hey! What the hell, you idiot? What are you doing, you morons? Wow, Mr. Cop Car, you're real fucking bright. Alright.
Oh, well, yeah. That's why he's a cop. He's a C student.
Amen. Alright, so, moving on. I've got this loose. And again, more injunctions that are way too close to each other. But it is what it is. So, get that stuff moving.
Oh, do you want me to make the Kortrick Oost?
The who what?
The thing that Wolf just linked?
Oh! Oh, is that the actual, like, roundabout place?
No, it's a different kind of hell.
Oh, well, you know what? If you want to create your own kind of hell, I'm okay with it. So, there's
I really
no...
don't think you are.
You know, I'm saving myself the trouble of not getting pissed off about it. I'm trying to, anyway. It's not working really well, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess.
I'm not surprised. I haven't been terribly conducive to
assisting along this. What in the fucking hell is happening here? What are you morons doing? Don't do that. Do it right. Stop being stupid. Thank you. I appreciate that.
They're doing what morons do.
Yeah, they're like doing a whole bunch of horky-borky lane switching, which means that I'm gonna have to do it the other way. God, why? Why you do this? You go here or here. You go either here or here. And you go straight through. And you... inverse. You go straight through. You go either here or here. And you go either there or there. Go. Figure it out. Holy crap, imagine that. It actually moved. There we go. Come on, guys. Today, Junior.
Alright, now, why are these guys...
Alright. So, Now that this is all what the issue is, being all backed up there, none of you guys are even going there now. You're going this way, which is nice. So now, how backed up is all of this mess? Oh dear God. Alright then.
Those are some nice saturated belts, Feilena. Good job.
Shut up.
Love you, Wolf.
Alright, so this is sort of...
Alright. Well, under the circumstances...
Okay, what are you? You're an incineration plant. I don't know where the hell to put it.
There we go. That should do it.
Over there.
Unless these guys... Ah! That's it. Speed limit. 40. What the hell?
Alright. Now, these guys are allowed to have free will back.
There we go.
And I've probably got to tell them to not be stupid.
Alright. Now. Let's hopefully look at this and this will... Alright. Nope, nope, nope. Pick your lane when you get your ass back there. I don't want to dick with this shit. Stop that!
For the record, she's not talking to me, those of you in the audience.
Oh my god. Nope. Nope.
Oh, and here I thought she was.
One can only be so lucky, correct?
Now we go. We have an oblong-about, and now I've got to do... Actually, maybe I do
There.
this.
That should do that.
Maybe I do this a different way.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Bring that. Yeah, that is 2 lane.
I wish my computer wasn't being such a bitch.
If only you hadn't gotten a potato.
I actually got a reasonable computer, but it's been on for a whole day.
Ah, and so it's being cranky and crappy.
Yes.
Okay. That's way close. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. Oh, come on now.
That might be my favorite comment of the night, Wolf.
Behave yourselves. I know that's difficult.
No!
You're not my mom.
When do I ever behave myself?
I don't ever expect you to behave yourself, Aroha.
Then why are you telling me to?
I never said it to you specifically, but since you seem to think that I'm talking to you, I guess, you know, that's I don't know how to help you.
Everything's about ego duck.
That's the ego duck.
I mean, eco duck or ego duck, because eco duck would make more sense.
No, she's not good for the
Ego.
environment. She
I'm not
poops.
good for the environment.
She poops entirely too much.
That might be completely true, to be fair.
She's got a closet for it.
That's kind of a little bit lolsy. Alright, so there's that. Other than this.
Yes, you left my poop closet, don't you, Chibbles?
She's special like baloney, ain't she?
To clarify, for those who have didn't hear her, she said poop closet.
Yeah. Again, I retort, she's special like baloney, ain't she?
Just making sure nobody thought they heard the word shoot. The word being poop tossed around so much, you know. One fell step and you're in it. All right. So, given the limited tools I am working with, Feilena, how is this for a solution?
This works. Although I think you're being a little bit no, maybe not. That's alright. I will accept this. This is okay. It's a little bit wonky, but under the circumstances I think that your heart's in the right space. So
It's
the
all
only thing I would tell you is that on the north side of that oblong where everything's merging together, take your lane connectors and click the node up there and Control S and then choose the X with the arrows and let it push it, like let them go through the block junction because they shouldn't have to sit there. North side, further up, where it's merging with the 6 lane.
Oh, where it's going up here.
Yeah. So you can that'll make it move.
Yeah, I don't know why that one is set to not allow them through.
Well, they're also getting the option to turn around, and you don't want them to turn around and go back onto the roundabout. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Oh, do both sides, by the way. Yeah, it originally, when you put it together like that, it will allow them to turn completely around, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, there was no U-turns there, so I thought you meant it was on, and I'm like, no, it shouldn't be. I've had to fix that once already.
We I think have now turned it off. Alright, so, well, see, this is now starting to move. I feel like a lot of the problem with your traffic is where people are wanting to go. Specifically. I don't know if you've noticed this, but a lot of it is where people are trying to go. So, for instance, I'm just going to pick a road right here close. Look at all of the private vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Just nothing but private vehicles crossing up and down this road to go all the way out here into the middle of bumfuck and straight across. They're just trying to go back and forth across here.
Yeah, and I've provided
and you have not given given them any alternatives to walk over there either.
Well, they've got bus, they've got metro. There's underground walkways in the major intersections so that they're not on the surface, and they still pull out their pocket cars and fuck off.
Yeah, the point remains. You literally could just. I'm trying to find a good spot to push them across. Mm-hmm. Here. We're going to make a makeshift road here. Normally would not do it this way, but actually, you gave me the free space right there. So, all right, don't stop your
snapping to
stop your neck.
Angle.
No, I want road collision, but stop all the rest of this garbage so they can do this. And then let me go down. You gonna be tall enough? I think so. What in the absolute shit? There we go.
I think that pain in the ass boyfriend of mine has gone back to sleep.
That's completely possible.
Yep.
It is only 10 in the morning for him.
Only 10 in the morning.
And he works evenings primarily, so.
Don't give him excuses.
Uh-huh. If he works evenings, he's more likely to sleep late than if he works days. Because his natural rhythm is not going to be up at 6 in the morning for a day shift. It's just basic lane math, come on.
There we go.
See,
So now...
Even Feilena agreed.
Don't. Digital, just don't. He doesn't need more excuses made for him.
I mean, to be fair, it's just true, but at the same time...
He really doesn't need more excuses, does he?
Not really, no. Alright, I'm moving this because it's really not in a good spot. Oh, it's supposed to be actually be tied to a different road. What in the absolute... No.
What's the matter?
I was trying to move something, but you've got it tied to some other road or something, and it's like all weird... Turned weird or whatever. Fuck it. It's not worth it.
Oh, it was 90 degrees to what you were thinking?
Yep. It's turned the wrong way for me to do what I was trying to do. But that's okay. I got them to where they'll at least travel back and forth across. Or they should now. In the meantime, let's do the same thing I did over here again. There. And of course, you know, the seizure-inducing lights of the police department are still... or medical or whatever they're dealing with is just having it awful rough over there. Okay, so they're moving now. Or they should be. Oh yeah, I gotta turn it down.
I got an idea. Let's take this a little different way. Bring it down here. From here.
I really don't understand why this box has to be the size of the entire fucking screen.
Which box?
It is what it is. The one that's for speed limits. Oh, this is what I had to get rid of last time. Okay. Did I not change? No, that's 40. It's the fact that they're at a really funny angle. It's whatever.
Getting up the stretch. I'll be back in a few.
Okay. Alright, so there's that. These guys are now sort of moving still. A lot of the traffic that's coming here is mostly shit from this current train terminal, but whatever. These guys are still backing up a little bit, but not half as bad as they were. Alright, so now I'm gonna try to fix these, which I tried before. Also, I'm going to just do myself a huge favor.
I don't think that's going to be able to fit anywhere else. But this.
$400 people.
Yep. Yep.
See if I can manage to get rid of some of this stupidity.
And that is where you came in. There's.
I have a
thousands of
feeling a lot of
people.
this is your own doing, to be fair.
A lot of people lined up for days at their stops. I'm like, what are you doing? The metro is perfectly fine.
I mean, that's why I don't use Blimp, because they all think that they need to use Blimp. And Blimp doesn't have enough capacity for them. Thought you'd figured this out yet already.
Blimps are awesome. They're better than buses because they can cross the terrain without causing traffic congestion, but...
I mean, if you didn't have the traffic problem to begin with by using your metro appropriately, you wouldn't have to deal with the fact that you have too many buses on the road.
Well, I've gotten rid of a lot of the buses. Just be glad that you came in after that.
Oh, I see all sorts of problems here. Don't worry. I don't.
There's like 23 more buses on the road. Maybe more than that, actually, come to think of it. I think one line had 7, and I got rid of a few like that. Replaced them with the underground metro point-to-point. Alright, let's see this. Alright, you people are fucking it up.
Actually, how do you have this set up? Oh. Alright.
Like
Wonder
you
if
said,
there's a...
loops that
Yeah.
don't share stops.
Here's the thing with this. I see a huge amount of problems already, and that's what I was afraid I would find.
What's that?
So, let's see if I can do this without deleting your... You know what? I'm not mad about it. If it's in my way, I'm getting rid of it. I'll deal with you next. There's one.
Okay, so what was the problem with the...
Oh, I'm doing them all.
Oh, you're just deleting all the tunnels.
I'm starting over. On purpose. I'm leaving all your stops for the sake of argument. But I'm getting rid of all your tunnels.
Okay.
I'm also probably going to make a point of getting rid of the blimps just because that way I can see what the hell I'm fucking doing. I could turn them off, I suppose. But what's the fun in that?
Okay, so keep in mind the initial layout of the first several circles was Feilena approved at the time, so...
At the time, yes, but when you do make changes to the way your city runs and where you've got things set,
Yeah.
that matters. That's why we're having this discussion.
Bus depot. Where is the bus depot?
Alright, so many of these I've left to clean out here. Oh, quite a few, it looks like.
So does that include deleting the incoming connections from the external rail network?
Nope. Shouldn't have to. As a matter of fact, that's one of those things that should be out on its own anyway. Alright, that should be, theoretically, everything. So now, instead of all of this, also you know what, for the sake of argument, I'm going to prove that you don't need these. I know you like them.
Need
They're
is a strong
cool.
word.
You should have seen him when he got his first blimp going.
I have a save before I did all this, so that's why I'm doing it. Now I can take it back if I have to. Just the amount of, like, just dumping of extra stuff here. Blimps are kind of better in your tourism area anyway.
I don't really have a tourism area.
It's one of the things you get with the other DLCs, but yes. I mean, you get tourism when you put a bunch of the really fancy, bigger buildings down too.
Yeah, just in that area. But I
Oh
haven't.
no,
I haven't.
it's pretty much everywhere.
Well, they've got a radius effect.
Yeah, but
I haven't
it
like
does
built
lots
them all
of
together.
stuff.
Let's...
All right, is that pretty much all of them? Pretty much. Alright, so now that I think I've gotten rid of all of them, for the most part. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use your existing metro lines. I'm going to leave the buses alone. But I'm intentionally going to dump all of these blimp lines.
And you can't use the existing metro lines if you deleted all the tunnels. Or do you mean the stops?
I'm going to use the existing stops. I may add stops, but I'm going to use the existing stops to illustrate the trick to this, I think. So, one of the things I'm noticing, and I'm going to make sure I'm wrong, but I'm probably not. Yeah, this is all high density residential. And here's the closest place for them to go to work, right here. All of these offices.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then let's go back to the metro. So then if that's the case, then this here should be one loop under the circumstances. Although I'm going to use a couple of the other spots so that I can see what is going on. Alright. So this one we're not going to use. I'll have to move that.
I think all of those still work. Yeah, those still work.
Come on, you bastard. There. It's a little better. Oh god, it went up. I don't know why it seems to think it's gotta be all weird. There. Might be too tight, but we'll find out. So there needs to be at least one out here somewhere. So we'll go there. Ugh.
Don't you love snapping to roads?
It's not the road snapping that's an issue, it's the fact that they changed the way that they when they allowed everything to come above ground, that fucked everything up. Because you can't force it to stay underground now. This would be like one of the last ones, actually. I actually don't think you need that one so much. Or that one either.
What are you?
Okay. So there's that. So then if that's the case, we don't need this one. And this one. There's one there, one there. There's probably could afford to bin one down here. We may add one. There's one there. So then same thing. What's going on here? This is all residential, nearest places over here. I'm seeing a trend here.
Yeah, keep the residential away from the industrial.
Yeah, but you're not giving them local locations to work either. So instead of all of this shit being high density residential, let's do something different. Let's give them some office buildings real close so that they can work. Or some high density.
But you said you're not supposed to zone stuff on the 4-lane and 6-lane.
You can. If you're doing it like this where they're all gonna walk to it, it's not that big of a deal. It's when you zone shitloads of stuff that's like gonna have a bunch of trucks coming up and down it. This is not gonna be that bad. Especially considering it's basically the end of a road. the other thing is, let's see if I can find it. Paths. Page up. So yes, you guys, they can walk through. Now they can walk through there. They can now walk through there.
Well,
they can now walk through there. See where I'm going.
Going to bed.
Okay,
Night, Aroha.
have good mosh pitting.
Shall try.
See? Now they can actually walk from one spot to the other, and then walk down and go into the areas that actually have...
Yeah, I've got
work.
walking paths in lots of places. I just haven't got them everywhere because you came in and started the traffic overhaul.
Well,
So the footpaths get put in at some point, but they're not a high priority because there's mass transit options to put in first.
I disagree with the idea of going mass transit first. I think that if you can make them walk, you make them walk.
Well, that would be ideal, but until 5 seconds ago, zoning anything on the 4 and 6 lanes was a no-no according to the last lesson, so...
Well, I mean, if you're not, like, again, if you're not sticking in on top of stuff that's going to be, like, heavy traffic area, like right here. See how this is already off of an intersection? This I wouldn't zone.
Yeah.
But this 4-lane here, this is free game. I would give an alternative way for these guys to get out if this is going to be my main thoroughfare, which is fine. But you have to understand that industry creates your traffic.
Yeah. Well, and commerce demands traffic.
And commerce, yes, commerce demands traffic, but it gets exacerbated by the fact that you're basically telling all of your pedestrians, hey, go fuck yourself. You don't get to walk. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't go
Right.
that far.
Alright, folks, I'm done for the night. Thanks, Feilena. It's been fun.
You're welcome. I'll see you later, Chibbles.
Later, Chibbles.
So, that's where I'm like, I see where you're going with this. I do. But at the same time, that's bugging me. At the same time, is there a better way to do it? This is one of those. You can make it so that they can access this type of stuff here, which is what I did. And now I'm going to go ahead and put something different in here in the way of, like, line. You know? Oh god, what in the hell has happened here? I gotta get rid of these lines. That's what it is. So, I don't know, are you kind of gathering what's going on now? You kind of have to give them the opportunity to do it.
Well, again, it's a learning curve, right? So...
Yeah. It's kind of why I was just like, every time I come in here, it's always like, oh god, I gotta teach him some more. Not a bad thing. I enjoy it, but, like, it's still a moment of like, oh no. So, for instance, let's just clockwise. Come on, give me the other one. No, I told you I wanted to go this way. Which puts you out there. No, give it. Nope. What are you doing, weirdo? Weird thing. Fine. If you're gonna be that way, fine. Go this way then. Next one's here. Why is this not... Oh, it didn't not... Must have not merged properly.
Come on. There we go.
That should do it. I don't know why this is doing it this way. Go this way then. Since this being so incredibly difficult.
It only does what it knows.
Okay, it's still not doing it right.
And what are you
So
trying?
something's either not straight enough or it didn't actually it's this corner here.
So it was just shitting the bed trying to go around that corner.
It's not. You can't get corners super tight like that anymore. That should do it. So now if I go back to this, it should. Just dump them out.
Yeah.
That should do it. So now if I go this way.
Straighten this out. There we go. All those corners will work.
Apparently there's still this is still too tight. So drag it out a little ways. This is why I really don't know why they changed. I mean, I get why they changed some of it, but at the same time.
Yeah, it's making other shit so much more difficult.
It should not be this. It doesn't have to be this deep, you know? There. So now, if I theoretically take the move it mod and move that one, and then like shift that over a little bit, grab the node, move it, that should make it so I can do this now. There. Let's try again. There. 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 What is wrong here?
Maybe there.
There. I hate the way that they changed the metro lines, to be fair.
Yeah, they're kind of.
I'm gonna
finicky.
I think it's just one of these metros doesn't want to play nice. So I'm gonna try replacing it. Because I moved a bunch of stuff around too, to be fair. So now, that should join properly. Which means that should join properly. Which means when I go back to do this,
Get rid of those.
If I clean this off now, this should start doing it the right way. 1, 2, 3. Come on now. 3, 4.
Get rid of that.
Okay, so there's apparently a whole thing about it not working.
What do you mean?
It's definitely not working. Because when you get to the end, it shouldn't be giving me that. Like, this should not be this frickin' difficult, but it is. It's
Yeah.
like it's not actually connecting appropriately.
Oh, that's weird.
Like, it's attaching to stuff it shouldn't be.
Hey, Albatrousers, thanks for the raid.
No, stop it. What are you doing?
Guys up to? Yo, you guys were doing Factorio, a different kind of logistics management.
What in the fudge nugget?
Easy language.
Hey, at least I said fudge nugget. What is going on here? Alright.
Chibbles may not
Fair.
still be here, but it is a Buddhist channel.
Oh, yes, yes. We must all continue our magical Zen ways.
You mind your mouth, Missy.
I don't know what you're talking about. There. Finally. After all of this work, there is literally one metro line now.
You went through all of that for one.
Mm-hmm.
And how does that make you feel?
Slightly annoyed.
Only slightly?
Yeah, only slightly. Alright, so the next problem is the fact that you didn't stick another one anywhere close. That's kind of frustrating. What is that? Oh, it is actually, okay. That's convenient. So you...
There, color
Where's you?
yourselves.
There was one over here somewhere. Oh, I guess there isn't. But there will be.
There was one.
There wasn't one over here. I want
No?
one there, though. No. I'm gonna stick one out over here. Slope too steep. Imagine that. Not ideal, but under the circumstances, nothing. I don't think anything at this point is ideal.
It'd be nice to be able to rotate them when you try and place them down so that they'd actually rotate the tube relative to what you're doing.
It would be wonderful if it decided it wasn't going to put the thing above ground. Because
Well,
that would be, like, ideal.
You can't ask for miracles.
I know. It's just what I get for asking for, you know, legitimately important things.
Let's
Come on.
drop that down.
Am I gonna have to, like, marquee delete this? It looks like it. Or is it actually even there? Whatever. I suppose I will just have to make do.
There we go. That one's definitely gonna have to move. Yep, we're gonna hit it. Maybe I can get away from hitting it.
I wish it would stop going underground. But so far I haven't had any luck. Yeah,
Stop.
literally right there.
You wish it would stop coming above ground.
Above ground.
Yeah,
I wish it would stay underground, yes.
that's what I thought you meant.
See, look at this. What in the hell is the point of that?
Point in what?
It being... so it's in this, like, awkward position.
Oh, I see
where
that
you
little...
can't...
Yeah. You can't connect
Yeah.
to it now.
Well, I'm trying to get it back under the water, and then I don't want it to come back to the surface at all. but unless I'm out away, there we go, from it, then it doesn't work. Alright, so theoretically, this should work. 1,
Theoretically.
3. Wait, what? What is happening here? Are you gonna sit here and tell me that this isn't going to work?
Hello.
Hey, Mushy, how you doing?
Perfectly.
Perfectly. I don't know.
I'm going to assume that's what it is.
I don't know if I can handle that. Perfection.
What are you guys up to?
We are.
Is she fixing your mistakes again?
No, I don't make mistakes. Don't be like that. Why you gotta be like that?
He knows the answer's true.
I don't make mistakes.
It's gotta be this.
You're crazy. It's called a learning curve.
I just think he keeps telling himself this.
Learning curve. No, not on the surface. Connect to the fucking rail line. There you go.
There's that one. So now you've got from one side of the city to the other side of the city, including a spot on the side that has all of the infrastructure for your industry. And now